Yeah, now we are aware why we are using the Docker, like the context of EC2 versus Docker. So as I said, EC2 also for applications, Docker also for applications. But when you see the advantage, cost wise, the for DevOps like delivery wise, so EC2 was little delay. For microservices architecture, if I say the best fit is the Docker. So you know some of the keywords when I say the Docker, like let me go here. We have written right some of them here. So Docker Hub, where we can store all our Docker images, and then ECR like equal to Docker Hub in AWS. They have alternative service. So we use this one in our sessions. This is like outside one. So if you are able to work with one, both are same commands only. When you are pushing an image, this URL will change, this URL will change. Both are same only. This is the purely AWS native one. So where we store the Docker images here, when I say Docker image will be built by the build. You have to get the keywords now. Docker image. Image is nothing but it's a pack of one base OS. Inside that you can install any software like AMI. Image equal to AMI. I can say very clearly. Image equal to AMI. Their Amazon AMI will be there. Your own custom AMI will be there here. Here also same. There are like Ubuntu AMI, Alpine AMI. You have seen yesterday, right? Ubuntu, Alpine, some of them, Bitnami, some you have seen other one like Eclipse something. All those are all called. Uh, it's not heavy OS. It's a limited whatever needed for that software. Those are packaged that kind of image. So they'll ask you in the interview this question: what is Docker image? Docker image say which is having the needed binaries plus needed softwares along with the like minimal. You can say minimal binaries only. It's not like OS template and all. You can say that it's not a OS template. It's a minimal binaries needed for that to run an application needed requirement included in that image. You can say that that is the Docker image. In AMI you will have OS blah blah all those things. So Docker image is like kind of you cannot read that file. Docker image you cannot see cat and all. You cannot do. It's a binary means you cannot read that content. It's not able to understand. That is called binary internally. It's a binary template. And then if you want to build a Docker image, you need a Docker file. In Docker file, you will have a lot of like the instructions from blah, 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 something like a run, env, expose, cmd or entry point, all those will be there. So if you have a Docker file, it's no need to be the same file. You can have another naming convention also, but you have to mention -f something. This is the command we use. Here is the name, here is the tag. So you need a Docker file for that. If you don't have tag, the default tag is the latest. Automatically, it will pick it up. So once you build the Docker thing, to do all this, you need a command called Docker. Like if you install in Windows, right? Yesterday, we could have installed, right? For example, we installed this one in our laptop. This one. You see here, Docker desktop. This one. Think if you have them to be enabled, that I'm getting a warning. I'll send you a document also how to do, because it need a restart of the OS and then I'll send a one good video or something. I'm getting this error currently. This is expected error only. It's okay. So they're saying the hypervisor, but my objective was this is the if you want if you want to have a Docker related CLI tool, you need to install Docker desktop in your laptop. If you install the Docker desktop, you can go to cmd, just run a command called docker just to see something. You shouldn't get an error called docker command not found. No, you shouldn't get it. So when you run a Docker command, you see there are the some options you see here. These are the commands. One is the build. We use build. and one more is for run command. To log into EC2 mission, right? What is the command you use? SSH, right? To log into container inside a pod, we use a command called exec, execute a command inside a running container. Exec. This we will do practically, okay? Build an image from a Docker file, you see. Run to run a container from an image. Execute PS to check how many containers are running. Pull the image from registry. If you have an image you have not built it, there is a ready-made image. I want to pull, then I can see. Then push from local to remote. How many images are there in my local to list them? This is to log in. I want to authenticate to that registry, ECR, Docker up. These are the commands, log out. These are to check the something like meta template, search version info. These are so these are the regular commands we use in the Docker. So if you want to run that Docker, you should have a Docker CLI. How did you get it? Docker desktop. If you install Docker desktop, please run this command, Docker. You should have like this output. These are the basics. So very important. Docker Hub, Docker CLI, Docker file, Docker image, and then the tags. These are the keywords we get it. So very important, you should have this CLI tool. Wherever you want to interact with Docker, you should have installed that. So, good. So my objective was this. Let me go here with the flow, and then we will see some interview questions. And then we will see like how to run a container, how to build a container, and then some Docker file related instructions we will go through today. Cool. So here is you will get to one guy will come. Can you build the image? Or they'll ask you like this directly, Docker image or image they'll ask. After some days, we will not call image a Docker image every time. We'll say simply image. What questions you can ask me back?
Yeah, what should be there in that image? What software do you want?
Yeah. Some guy came, like one developer came. Hey, can you build this software? To build a Docker
Yeah,
image, what is the first one thing you need?
Docker file.
Obviously. The current version is in the market is, let's see that version is CLI, Docker space version. I think 25. This is the client is the 25. And then currently we have a server. See, you remember I was telling when you install Docker, you will get two things, client and server. Server is having a issue. When I started, right, I was getting an issue. This we need to Google this one. I need to check it. I'll send a document. This is a non-issue only. I'll send a document. You have to follow those steps. We have to. Good. Yes, you should ask a Docker file. After getting a Docker file, what you need to do? I got the Docker file. Next.
So we can go and search whatever the software they requested. We can go and search with the Docker Hub, and we can write
No,
from.
no. Already, this is here is the
Written Docker file. Okay.
already written Docker file.
Then we have to build the Docker file.
Yeah. Build the
Docker.
Docker
Yeah.
image. You have to build a Docker image. So usually,
Doc.
yeah, read this file. You have to like we should have a skill set of reading this Docker file. Okay? Just understand the Docker file. understand the Docker file. Okay, first. Now let me take one sample Docker file. Okay, let's go to the internet.
One doubt, you have mentioned Docker image equal to AMI. So that is AMI means Amazon. Not only Amazon vision image, right? Any vision image, right?
Yeah, any OS image. Yes.
We can call it as OS image, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Here you have like heavyweight OS. Here lightweight OS.
Understand.
Yeah. You remember, right? Like we were discussing yesterday, open source Linux binaries thing, minimal OS.
Yeah, yeah.
These are all vendor bind. These are all like vendor packages will be there. Here, no vendor packages. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah. Let's understand one sample Docker file. Okay. Let's go to here. Static. website. Please, I'm not going to the new technology altogether. Whichever you did long back, static website in Apache, like yum install HTTPD, then download a zip file. We did a one shopping cart website and all, right? Where www.html folder. Same I'm discussing here. Website in Apache, Docker file, sample, GitHub. Let's see. This is the something content. They kept it here. Actions. Yeah, leave it this. Voila. When you see like, when you see this kind of repo, like developers will give you like this code. They'll just give you the code. You should have a keyword. Always look for this, that somewhere, oh, Docker file is there. Then you should think that this application is getting deployed in the VMs or Docker. When you see like this, the developer will write the code. There will be
Virtual machine.
HTMLs, there will be index.htmls along with this code, and then you will have a Docker file. So you should now, are they deploying to, what I mean was, there is a developer HTML code, there is a Docker file. Are they deploying to VMs or Docker technology?
Docker technology.
Docker. That's what the first you have to separate your thought immediately. Then there is no VMs concept. They are in the Docker. Now, please you ask these questions. They'll ask you in the, do you have an interview question? You ask that, are you guys are running applications on VMs or container technologies? You ask it behind. Yeah. Now, let's see here. You see here, this is the argument. Please, let's go here. Let's put it here, one sample Docker file. First one is argument. Argument is like this, a equal to 10, something. You can define your own argument, not a problem. It can be like, but arguments are like, when I say a equal to, you have to declare like this. Or you can, in the build time also, you can pass these arguments. A equal, I want to pass some value, then I can pass it. Some ARG called arguments. You see here, they're saying Alpine version equal to. They're declaring here itself. They're declaring it. And he's calling this value somewhere. You can see here. Let's say, for example, in future, there is a one more version came. Like here you see, right? This is called what? You know already. You have to tell me. You know already this one. Where is this value is getting passed here?
In from statement, Alpine version.
Here, right?
Yes.
What is this is called? You know already. This is the name. This is something called
A version.
Variable.
No, we call one in Docker, right? We call for this specific name.
Attribute.
Tag.
Yeah. Name colon.
Tag.
Exactly. So now, so they don't want to hardcore like this. Can I make like this? If I want to, can I make like this?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can make it. But they don't want to like every time. They want to make it a kind of some dynamic value. Next time they will update here. It's up to you. You can make it like this or it's like this. Okay. So now when you say argument, this value will get called somewhere. That's what it means. Okay. Now you see it as builder. This is called alias name. This is called alias name. I can say like OS, like for example, base. It's like first image. You can mention like this also. When you see from next after, right, as this is called alias name. This is called alias name. You can give whatever name you wanted. Okay. Now let's go back. Next one more. Busy box. Something version they declared. Here what is the base name? Here what is this base name? Name.
Alpine.
Right? Like what are the AMIs are there in the Amazon? What are the base AMIs are there in the AWS?
Amazon Linux. Red Hat, Ubuntu,
2000, right?
Windows.
Same way here also, this is also OS only. This is also OS only, but is it not like vendor OS? It's a minimal tiny OS, right? I told they took the scratch, they built as Alpine. They have copied only few of them binaries only. Not like these people installed more softwares. These people will not be installed. So here also, these are all the base image. Here also, base images will be there. One is image is called Alpine. One is Alpine image. Now, what is the command do you use in Amazon Linux to install a software?
Sudo yum install.
Sudo yum install.
Yum, right? Yum install. Yum is the command. In Alpine, right, we use a command called APK. Alternative for yum is APK. APK in Alpine. APK. You see here? APK. It's like yum only. Add GCC, they're installing like this, all these softwares. HTTPD, something MySQL, blah, blah, blah. They're installing. Alpine, in Alpine OS, yum equal to, there is an yum. They changed it. The command is called APK. APK add, the command is like, for example, if I say yum install HTTPD, here APK add HTTPD like this. This is for what OS? Alpine. This is for normal Linux. They have changed it. This is the one. Now, just understand that. Now you know this guy.
Yeah, we use for any installation.
No,
We
what
used to download software.
Yeah, no, run is not for installation. Run is to like to run a Linux commands, any Linux commands. Here,
Understand.
here they're running one Linux command. Here also they're running Linux command. What they're doing here? wget.
They unzipping the.
Yeah, where is this? Where did you see that dollar something? They could have declared somewhere, right? Like variable they're calling var dot blah blah something. Like here, dollar. They
Dollar.
declared somewhere, right? This value.
Right.
It's in line number 5.
Argument.
Argument.
Next time, right? If any version change, they will not update here. They will update in these two places only, first places only. Because if you are calling this variable multiple times, right, you have to replace everywhere. See, here also, and then again here also something, right? So instead of that, they will update here only one place only, if any new version comes. So what they're doing here, run wget and extract and moving. Move. So what is the command? Let's go here. Run. One is the APK. Next one more. Run wget and then tar xvf and then one more. What was the another command?
Move.
Just now let's go back. One more. Work directory.
Yeah.
Work directory. What it is like in the Linux, right? You will have a, right, this path /tmp, Can you guys tell me one more path in the where did you install Elasticsearch, Prometheus and
/opt.
/opt something? Like you are telling that work directory is, if I go inside this Alpine, you can log into Docker image, you can log in, you can SSH also. SSH in the sense, not SSH command, Docker exec, you can log in. When you log in inside container, by default, you will go to that folder. Next time onwards, if I run any Linux command, run, let's say for example, mkdir-p test, you are creating one folder here. Let's remove the P. You are creating a folder. Where this folder will create, you remember? If I say you in Windows, create a folder, you will ask me the first question. In which drive? C drive, D drive, E drive, something, right? Same way. When you say mkdir, where we are creating it, you already told work directory. Next time onwards, all whatever some operations you are doing it will happen in this folder only. Work directory, nothing but you can say that current working directory. That is what it means. So here they told /busybox or something. Like /opt, they're creating here, for example, / next. You see here? There is one command called copy. There is a file in the code. Let me go back to this directly. Yeah. You see what is this file?
Docker.
Can you see what is the file they are copying inside the doc? They are copying inside Docker image. When you build this Docker image, Docker file, right? When you build this Docker file, you will get a Docker image. Whenever you are building it, you are copying a file into Docker image. You are copying a file here. Can you see here somewhere what is the file they are
Yeah.
copying?
.config is there.
Dot conf.
Where is the file? Here.
Yeah, it is there.
Next to GitHub.
This one, right? Yeah. This is the file. We don't care about like what is there inside that. That's up to their business. Now, let's go. You have to see that if they're copying it, that file should be here along with parallel to this Docker file. That file should be there. Otherwise, it will throw that file not found something. Where if you do copying it, it should be somewhere here itself. Now again. But get the command called copy. Copy is used to copy a file from local to Docker image when you build it. Next one more run. Next one more run. See, one more you see here.
Again, to scratch.
Scratch.
One more line is there, right? Here, right?
Oh.
One more line is there, na? Now, here also one. How many Docker files do we have here?
Only one.
Only one Docker file only, right? This is the one Docker file. In this Docker file, you have some arguments from run, work directory, copy, blah, blah. Now, one more from you have. One more from you have. This you remember? They had given one, what for this one?
Alias name.
Alias name, right? What was the alias name? Let's see.
Builder.
Builder.
Let's copy that wala. Let's copy that again, alias name. So in a Docker file, if you have multiple definition of images, they will give what here, for example, what they'll give?
Alias.
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 How do they give alias? This is the keyword as.
As.
Okay. Now let's see. Now let's see. From now one more. Okay. One more from
Scratch.
just to see from scratch. Scratch. Next. What is the keyword next? Expose.
Expose.
3000. Next. You see here what they're doing. What is the command?
Copy.
Copy.
This copy they're doing from local, or you see somewhere you know one known keyword here.
Builder
Builder.
image.
Where is
Sorry.
where is this guy?
It is inside the Docker file.
Above, from here. From whenever you build a Docker image, right? This Docker image will generate one folder. That folder is nothing but this file. From this Docker image, they're copying a file. You are clearly saying from builder. Builder will be an alias image. From this alias image, I will copy a file to here. One more. Copy. Above image will give this one. They're copying this folder to here again. And one more user, one more work directory, and one more file they're copying. Not from base image. Here only. If you are copying from other image, right, you will be calling like this keyword from something. But here no from. In this folder itself, there is a file HTTPD. They said here dot, right? Dot means
Current.
this directory. Exactly. Now again, let's see last wala. CMD. They are saying it start a run HTTPD. Start the HTTPD. They are starting Apache process. I thought it very simple image. I'll get it. That's okay. So here, what are the keywords were there? Now copy from normal copy. And what was that last one? Expose. And then last one is the CMD. And there is some run was there. No, that's okay. User was there to create a user. And there was one more work directory. This is the one. How many images are there in this Docker file? No?
Two.
So if you build, right, you can build individual image also. Like in the Terraform, right, you will pass -target, right, -target to run a specific resource creation. Terraform apply -target equal to that logical name you will call, right? Here also, if you want to build specifically, then I will be passing this alias name, -target. So when you build this image, right, you will get final this image. This is an alias image, helper image we call. Helper image, or very important keyword, multi-stage. Multi-stage Docker image. Definition. That is called multi-stage. I'll save it here. So now, can you guys help me here? How the Docker file? Can you tell me some instructions of Docker file? Just no need to be multi-stage in the sense. Don't say multiple images and or something. Just one image only.
ARG argument.
Yeah, arguments can be lateral also. Yeah.
Okay.
From from
Next, from will be
okay. From scratch or from
alpha base
base
image colon tag
we want to have as.
alias
Yeah.
alias
run
One more is there alternative to arguments that is called env.
in run.
There is a one more alternative. This is this arg, right? This will be called at Docker build time. Build time. This is called at runtime. That we will see practically, like where we will be doing. Just have a alternative for arguments. There is a env also. Next.
Run
run apk.
Like something. It's based upon this base image again. If it is Alpine, APK. If it is, let's say, for example, this guy, Red Hat, or they have, then what command will come?
yum install.
Yum. Yeah. It's up to the base image. Base tiny image. Next.
Copy.
One more copy.
There is copy.
Make mkdir. Oh, sorry. Work directory. WORK.
Yeah, work directory.
Expose.
You can put more multiple port numbers also, like this also you can keep it. It's no need to be the one port number only. Yeah. I want to create a specific
CMD.
User and CMD.
and MD entry point. Anyone you can use it. Anyone. So remember, one of the most important like one kind of work you will get it is when you're starting a Docker image, right? You remember user data will be executed by which user in EC2? In EC2, you know two users. One is EC2 user, one more user.
Root
Root
user.
user. Root user.
The user data will be executed by root user. So when you're starting a Docker images, right? Here, some images, all these tasks, right? They will go as a root user. There are the tools, they will scan. They'll scan the images. Scan the images, they'll tell you some kind of warning or critical, something they'll say. And then they'll make you that fail. That building image itself, they'll say that fail. Build image. And they'll make a push also fail. Why? Because you are running these instructions with the root user. So don't run this root user, run as a other user. So that's where I will mention, like, for example, my company username, I'll mention like this company. So next time onwards, you can do all these steps. You can do all these steps, installation, everything. But when you're running, right, don't start processes with root user. Don't start. Run use non-root user. Start with non-root user. This is called security tip. Okay. Who will come to know? I told right in ECR, you will have a feature. In ECR, there is a feature called security scanning. And when you're running this container, right, there are some softwares, they'll be scanning your containers. They'll scan your container and then they will report it. One day, the other day, like whenever some third-party company auditing is happening, they'll come for auditing because the third-party company auditing certificate, they will give it to clients. My environment is very secure. You can come and then use my environment. So for that auditing, they'll use our third-party softwares. Those third-party softwares, they'll cut it. Just it's a security. It's not a good practice to start processes with root user. Start with non-root user, any user. How do you create a user? This is the keyword. Cool. So now you know the basic Dockerfile syntax. What is some commands you are doing it? Let me take, my objective was not this is complex one. I thought it will get a good one, very easy one. You know already that one. Let's see. Yeah. By seeing this folder, you should know which technology they are using.
Docker.
Reason?
Docker files.
Docker file is
Attach Docker file.
That's it. Yeah, that is the thumb rule. Now see here. Which image they are taking here?
Ubuntu.
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 In Ubuntu, right? Alternative for M is called apt-get. This is the command. You see here. Here also, I told now incel time. This maintainer is for tag keyword. In EC2 machine, you will give a tag, right? That you can put a maintainer here. env run m. You can think m. Instead of m, apt-get because of this base image. And then update update and you see here,
Install.
what software they're installing here?
Apache.
Apache. In Amazon, we say HTTPD. Here they will say, in Ubuntu, they will say Apache 2. They're installing some more softwares here extra. Curl, unzip. Again, what they're doing here? Clean. Again?
Remove.
Remove.
Very important. You see here, they clubbed multiple commands, right? Here.
Right.
Can I, you tell me here, I can do other way around also, this thing. Tell me, I don't want to do multiple commands. I want to do in like different. How can I make this one?
Run.
Remove.
Run again. Run unzip. Run clean. Run remove.
Yeah, you can have like this. Okay. Now, yes, it's not something like it's a good. You can have it like not a problem. You can have multiple run commands also. But what they suggest is when you're doing one operation, here their objective was to install some softwares. You write when you download a let's say for example, I want to download a software in my Windows. What we do normally, it will go to internet, it will download, it will go to downloads folder, then it will do next installation. In which folder the installation will go? The typical in Windows.
C folder.
C drive. Now that's it. You will close your laptop or you will work with that software. You downloaded something somewhere that space is occupying, right?
Yes.
You installed it. Your work is done. But still, one ARPAN package you left in some folder.
Yeah, downloads should be mine.
Downloads folder, right? What is the
Yeah.
is you remove that. Once you download that because you are just making what is the Docker image. In Docker image, you have to keep very lightweight. Don't make a Docker image bigger one. Same way, when you do m install, apt-get install, apk install, some unnecessary softwares will come. They'll get in this folder. They'll get here. What they're doing after installation, they're cleaning it. Good practice. Reduce the Docker image size. This is called slimming Docker image. In the interview, they'll ask you this question. How do you slim a Docker image? When I'm running a multiple commands, don't run individual commands. Run all command in a single line. That is the one. Single line. Why? That I'll tell you. That is the one. Next. After installation, clear the temporary cached content. This is called temporary cached content. This is that. For example, you can say that. For example, after I install any software, I'll run a command apt-get clean like this, and then clear this. This is the one. Now, why I need to run multiple run commands in a single is, it's like what internally Docker does is, Docker image does when you build this file. For each, this will treat as a one file. This will also treat as a one file internally. This also will treat as a one file. So you are adding in a Docker image, behind what it does, it will treat each individual as a one file, you think, one file. For this file, it will add a 10 MB. For this also 10 MB, 10 MB, 10 MB, 10 MB, 10 MB. Now total how many MBs your image will become? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 60 MB, right? 60 MB. Now, if you add multiple lines, it will add more. Your image size is becoming big now. What is the good practice?
Single line.
Exactly. Exactly. This is one of our job. This is the one. How much size now? This one, for example.
10 MB.
10. This is the interview question. What was that question? Yeah. How do you reduce the Docker image now? 1. When you have a objective or commands, include all of them in one line. That is the one. Next, this is also clear the cache, temporary content. After any installation, include that apt clear, and then the remove this folder, this thing. Clean and this one you have to include it. If you refer some examples, you'll get it in the internet, like I got it, right? You will get it. But one of your job is to security. Don't run processes with root user, slimming the Docker image. Our job only. Otherwise, what will happen? The Docker image size will become like GBs. Download only will take like 2 minutes. Starting will take some time. These are all problems. We will be ending up again to EC2 model. Okay. Now let's go back. They are adding again env, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. This and that. Oh yeah. Last, what they're starting here. They are starting here. Somewhere they could have copying it. Yeah, he will be copying a file somewhere. Copy. You see here, he is copying one folder. Yeah.
Yeah, OPT folder
Where is the OPT folder?
in the local directory.
Parallel to this Docker file, right? Here is the
Yeah.
Here. Now, whatever to which folder is copying here?
Again, OPT,
OPT,
slash OPT.
slash OPT. Now go inside this.
Yeah.
So this you already copied it. That's why you are using it. So already this script already will be in this slash OPT folder inside Docker image. Now that you are starting, let's see here. Oh, OPT total inside bin is there. So total folder will go there. Now see here. You know, you could have known this thing. They are starting this. Systemctl like this, right? He is starting and then he checking the logs thing. This is also a bit complex. Very simple. I wanted simple Docker image. But you see, right? You see any typical Docker file, same instructions: copy, cmd, env, from. These are any image you take it. They'll change their business logic. Yeah. Try our luck. Yes, I think we are good now. This file is there. By seeing it, you can see, you can tell us now which
Yeah,
technology,
no folder structure.
which
Docker file,
Docker.
which technology,
Docker.
Docker, because this is the funda. Yeah. If I say like this, let me tell you, you all know already this, very simple. I will write my own file. Say that.
Yeah.
Don't care. This is right. This path is equal to, you know, already.
Yeah, /var/ht.
Yeah, this is for equal to this guy. This is for Apache. This is for what? Nginx, both are same. So now what they're copying? Index.html, they're copying to that website. Nginx will look here. Nginx, right? Apache will look here, right? The HTML files by default. Nginx is alternative to Apache. It will look here, not in the var www folder. They have configured in such a way. User share here, it will look it. If you go with this model, you can put like this also. Var www HTML. That is. So, you know, right? What is the file you are copying here now?
Index.ht.
Into Docker image, Docker file. This is a simple Docker file. Where is Apache installed?
Already it is there as an image.
Where did you say that?
From we have mentioned.
Yeah. When you say from, right? What is this meaning?
It
Already,
is from Docker Hub.
no. Already installed Apache. Already installed Apache image you are pulling. Already Apache. So in this already Apache installed it. You don't need to install
Where-
anything.
We're pulling from Docker Hub only, right?
Yeah, exactly. By default, it's up to the Docker. This Docker software is there, right? This Docker. So when you say Docker build, right, it will ask internally the server. However, you have configured the server, it will pull from that repository. It's up to that. By default,
Understood.
it will pull from the Docker Hub, but you can change that. That you can change. Oh, don't go to the Docker Hub. Go to somewhere you can configure it. By default, yes. For your answer, it will pull from Docker Hub only. Yes. Now, so my objective was you should be familiarized with the Docker file instructions and multi-stage, which is called alias, yes, something, no? Multi-stage, and then the slimming, and then the security one. Don't run as a root user, run as a non-root user. Good. So you have a Docker file. Next, what we need to do?
Docker build.
Build a image. You build the image. Next,
We
image.
need to push to Hub.
Now, where is image? In this case, it is in your,
Docker.
it is in your local now.
Right.
So what is the, you can't keep anything local. In DevOps, simple rule. We will not keep you anything local. Every day they'll be seeing there is a one time will be there. Did you push something? We will see the time. We will have to update the ticket. We will see the timeline. So we don't keep anything in the local. Everything has to be somewhere. Like Docker image storing place. What is that?
Docker Hub. Or easier.
Yes. Push Docker image to registry. Container registry. It's not S3. Like it's a Docker Hub or kind of ECR. Anything. Cool. Now to build this image, the command is, this is the command. Docker build -t name : tag. You have to specify space dot. Dot is nothing but context. Where is the Docker file? Where is the content? This is called. You have to specify like dot. Dot is nothing but current context. We will be seeing it. Now, after building this image, you need to push, right? Docker push. No data, just name and tag, that's it. Before that, you need to authenticate. Authenticate with registry. Authenticate. Authenticate means login. Login to ECR or to Docker Hub. How do you log in? You have to do like this. Docker login -u username -p password, then URL. You have to mention like this. Docker login username password. For ECR, right? This is for Docker Hub. For ECR, right? There is one AWS CLI command you will not get the password. You will not get the password. There is one command you have to do like this. ECR get login something. It will give you the password. That password you need to pass to this command first for ECR. This is for, let me say, easy way. This is for Docker Hub directly. Directly you can run like this if you have the password. For ECR, two-step process. 2 steps. First, get the password. How do you get it? AWS, this command. This command. They will only give it. ECR will give you that command. After create a repository, right? They'll give that command. Just copy paste that command. You don't need to run anything. Just you don't need to form anything. After create a repository, we'll get that command. Get the context first.
The same way ECR, even other clouds also have.
Yes. Azure ACR get login. I forgot exactly, but it will be the same process.
Okay.
This is the command. This is the command. If you go to ECR, right? Any cloud provider, if you create that repository, they will only give you the steps below what to be done.
Understand.
Yeah. Get the password, then do this command. Then you have to do Docker password. This is the one. So building the image, authenticate. You authenticated now. Now push that image to that URL. You have to pass here like this URL space name that. Good. So total steps. Let me repeat again. First, who should have
Docker file.
along with the Docker file plus code also.
Hmm.
User write something index.html like PHP code. How to copy this PHP code and all? Where are those steps into the image?
In Docker file. In Docker file.
In the Docker file. This code, what to do, what to copy, multi-stage, all those will be in this Docker file. How to copy, what to do with this code, all those steps in this Docker file. Next, let me keep it this bigger one. Next,
Need to build image.
build image. Next,
Push image.
before
Authenticate.
authenticate to registry. For push.
Push
Now
image.
you can do these steps before also, not a problem. Before only you can do that, not a problem. You can do before also login. Let's do before itself. Sometimes, right? Some base images will get pulled from the registry itself. Let's put the first one. Otherwise, those will get filled. You can go like this also. Good. Now, you know already the story. I'll go here. You built Apache AMI. You shared to the team. One team came to you. I need a Apache AMI. You build that AMI EC2. You give it to them. Next, what they have to do? You gave them AMI. Next, what they have to do? Just AMI is ready. Next, what? I want to utilize Apache, right? Next, what you want to do?
They have to create a EC2 and they have to
Create
EC2 and they have to use this Apache.
Yeah, launch EC2, right? Something to launch
Right.
it. Now here also same. What you did here? Are you running container or just you did that AMI build only here? Something.
AMI build on.
You built, that's it. You are not. You see right now? We are not running it. Image is ready. Just image is ready. Where is image now in this process?
In hub. In hub.
In hub or in the ECR? It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what is the tool did you use to build image?
Docker.
Docker.
Image. Yeah. Now, very important, please. This is the version 1 in the Docker. Version 2 we are coming. This is very important. Build is one step. Next, running. To running a Docker image, right? You can use these technologies. Docker, Docker Compose, Docker Swarm, Kubernetes. In the Kubernetes, everyone copied, every company they copied. This is the open source one. Like you remember that Linux, right? Linux open source. Amazon copied, they're selling as Amazon Linux. And then Android copied. iOS also copied. iOS also Linux. Everyone copied it. Same way, they took the Kubernetes. AWS people selling as a EKS. Azure selling as a AKS. Google selling as a ZKE, like something. And there is a one more guy. OpenShift, the Red Hat guy. This is. Why are we, what are all these called? To run a Docker images technologies. We don't use these ones. It's not good. It's not at all good to use it. Many problems are there. We will get through. Best one to run the Docker image, these ones. Best ones. So, which technology to run Docker image? Which technology is the best? Kubernetes. Docker image. We are in the class, we will use this one, Kubernetes. Technology. Now, with the Docker also you can use. With the Docker also you can run. Docker Compose also is there. These three are from Docker company. These three are the Docker company. Kubernetes is from Google. Google has invented that. They gave as an open source to people, outside people. Hey, you can use this one. I have a software, you can use this. What these people did, Amazon people, they took this Google one. They're selling us for as a EKS. They're paying their Azure Kubernetes service, Google Kubernetes engine. There is a one more guy, Red Hat people, OpenShift. If you learn this, all this you know already. In interview, they may ask you, did you work on the OpenShift? Confidently, you can say that you worked on Kubernetes. So it's same something. I have worked on Kubernetes, you say that. Then the majority topics are same. Majority between. Any thoughts you want to ask on it? Any doubts, any queries you want to ask on it?
OpenShift is also a Kubernetes.
Yes, they built.
All.
This is, let's say, for example, I'll tell you. OpenShift is like to AWS console. They will have a console. OpenShift will have a console. Behind Kubernetes only will be running. There is no commands and all. What they did, OpenShift people, you are writing this YAMLs and all. Don't do YAML. Just do from the GUI like that. Yes, behind OpenShift, Kubernetes only is there. Yes.
Who is the owner for OpenShift? Like which cloud it is?
No, it's not a cloud. Red Hat company. Red Hat company.
Okay, Red Hat.
Red Hat is the owner. Yes. What they took the Kubernetes one. They're selling to us as a Kubernetes. Sorry, they're selling as a OpenShift. They took the Kubernetes only.
Okay.
Behind. Now, here is the interview question. They'll ask you, where are you running your containers? Your answer should be, you can say that we are using Kubernetes. Since we are in the AWS, we will go with what is the technology?
EKS.
AWS Kubernetes is using the EKS.
Elastic Queue.
Service. Kubernetes service. So EKS is not something, don't think it. It's you already know it. The keyword behind EC2 missions will be there. Group of EC2s will be there here. Even if one EC2 mission goes down, they will be available under something. Practically, we will see. Now you know the clearly. Build image, run image. To build image, what is the tool we use?
Docker.
Docker.
To run image,
Kubernetes.
Kubernetes.
in Cube, since you are in AWS,
EKS.
EKS.
sure, they'll ask you in the interviews, did you work on the AKS, GK? Please confidently say that you worked on Kubernetes. Since we are in the AWS, we are using EKS. You say that. Major for these three, right? Like 99.999% is the same. For this one, right? Like 90% is equal. These guys brought some GUI related something. He added some extra things. 90% is similar. If a person works in OpenShift, right, I can take him to my team because we are very familiar on this layer. Okay, so that's how we do in the interview. Good. So you know the clarity now. But can I use Docker to run? Can I use in case if I want to?
Yes.
When
Yes.
but this is like a manual process. It's like hell. We will get a hell if you go with the Docker. This guy, na, this is very easy. This guy is very easy. So
And what is Helm?
sorry, I'm so sorry. What was
Helm charts.
Helm charts? Huh?
Means I thought it is related to EKS, AKS.
No. Helm chart is everywhere it will work. Helm is everywhere it will work. Helm is
Oh,
not only for EKS. No. It's like you can say that it's like Terraform. See,
understand. Open source.
Helm charts is to deploy image into Kubernetes. With the Helm charts, right? We will deploy image into Kubernetes. Same. Helm charts are
Okay, run.
to deploy. This is
Deploy.
a deployment tool only. But yes, images will run here.
Mhm.
Images will run. That we will see. Practically, we will see.
Understand.
Believe me, this is too easy. We are very strong in this area. I'm like, Helm chart is dead easy. You will get to know what.
No, I thought it's a kind of EKS. That's why I asked.
No. Helm will work on anywhere, not for EKS.
Understand.
It will work for any Kubernetes technology. You tell any Kubernetes technology, Helm will work. Not for EKS. No. Good. Now, you know this process. Docker file, Docker instructions, copy, Docker hub, Docker registry. This is to run the containers. Okay. So few of these steps, as I said, very important you should know, authenticate, Docker file and all this. And building, yeah, let me put a one image so that we'll have a clarity. Let me go for. This is what we are going to implement. I'll make an architecture diagram. We will follow that. Like we did, right? The WordPress one as a reference. This is the reference for us. Okay, it is. Behind EKS, what technology they'll be using? Behind EKS.
Kubernetes.
Kubernetes is done by Google. They are given as an open source to outside people. Please bear with me for a few minutes. We will get to know this total flow. As admin, as a developer, you will write the code or Docker files. In my company, right, developer only will write the Docker file. My job is to build the base images. You will write the Docker file, for example, either you are developer, and then they'll write the code also. Now, we will not keep in their local. What is the good place to store?
Registry.
ECRR.
No, this is still
Oh,
doc
yeah,
code,
GitHub.
code only, code only. So we'll come that GitHub or GitLab. Now GitLab is like anything in the market. Can use. I'll say very simply, very code repository. Here they kept code repository, anyone. Now, where is the Docker file now? From here to where it went? Here,
It's in repository.
in the repository. The repository. Now, we will use one automation server. You will not run the Docker command, Docker build also. We will use one automation server. I'll take EC2 for example. I'll take one EC2. This I'll say as a automation server. Here I will install all the tools. Docker, all here is the Docker I have installed. It will get the code. Here what will happen? You'll get the code. You got the Docker file. Next, what we need to do?
We need to build image.
Build the image. Not in our local also. We don't allow to local build. Build the image. Next,
Push.
image. Yes. This is called registry. Yeah, Amazon is there. Let's go. Image will come. From here. Now, where is the image now? Here. Now,
Yes, sir.
image is ready, but application is running.
No.
All right. Application to be run, right? Next. This is the time.
EKS.
EKS will be there. Behind EKS, obviously these guys will be there.
Yes, it.
All together, this group is called this group is called a cluster. We will call as a simple keyword called Kubernetes cluster. Cluster means group. Cluster. Here. Then you know already the story, man. Already you guys are very good.
Yeah. ALB.
This will not leave us. Same formula. That's okay. Target group. You will be attaching that. Okay. I'm not attaching one EC2 mission. And you have to tell me next. Who will come next?
Route table.
Not on table. No?
Sorry, route 53.
Yeah, route 53. This is the end user.
Security group.
Yeah, that's core. That's core.
Okay.
That is the core. Now, so we will be deploying images, right? From here only we will deploy. From here, we will deploy. From automation server only, we will write some code that will only deploy to Kubernetes. Then Kubernetes will pull the image from here. It will pull from here to here. Images will be get pulled. Let me say to EKS. Pulls. Automatically it will pulls Docker image. This will pull automatically. What you are going to do here, you are saying that deploy. You will say to here you are saying it, not this guy. Let me push here. Here, what are you doing here? You are saying to
Deploy.
EKS, deploy. Hey, EKS, deploy the target image. You are saying to deploy target image. To EKS, you will be saying here. From where you will say that instruction? Automation server. There is no manual. Okay. This is the where is application is running now?
In EKS.
In EKS. End user will come from like this. He'll come. Just a minute, bear with me because we are going to set up. This is the base environment for me next. Anything. This is a. This story you already know it. It'll come either path based or host based, whatever. It will come here. It's up to the nature. Whether if it is WordPress multi tier, it will connect to SQS, Elasticsearch, all those infrastructure will come here next. SQS, all this. This is purely EKS. RDS, everything out of scope. Here it will come, here, out of this boundary. Then obviously monitoring will be there. Grafana will be there. They'll be monitoring continuously this environment. If anything goes, they'll alert it, everything. Let me put it here. Grafana, just it. This is the Grafana logo. This is outside. This will be, we will be monitoring it. This will be done by the admins. Here we will keep it outside. Okay, let me bring it here. This is for observability. Then keep on. Log. That's okay. I'll bring this guy. I'll bring a text keyword. Here, this is for keep on. They'll get the logs from here to here. From here to here. This. From this. This is the monitoring environment, observability. This. Arrange to back. Yeah. This is called observability. This is for our internal teams. Now you know the clarity. What tool used for what purpose? Why are we using Docker here?
To run application smoothly and less file size.
Are we using Docker to run application?
Build.
No, creating images
Build the image. Why are we using EKS?
to run the application.
Run the
Are you running application or image?
Docker image.
Docker image. It will run the image only, but inside the image, what is the application? But
Application.
for now, yes, you can say that. Why are we using for now? Like you can say that why are we using EKS, Kubernetes, and all to run the Docker images? Inside the Docker image, we will have application. That is what my object. Any thoughts, queries you want to ask on it on this image? EKS is the paid one. They will charge for this EC2 and all. For this also they'll get charged. This we will see. This separate topic. So any thoughts you want to ask on it? Here is the end user will come. Here it will go.
Without EKS, we can't run Docker image, or we can run through Kubernetes directly. That's open source, right? I don't know.
Yeah. So what is your, that is good question.
So my thought is,
Yeah. Let me come. Let me put it. So you're saying EKS, can we run without EKS Docker images? Yeah, you can. What you can take EC2 missions, individual EC2 missions.
Mhm.
EC2 you can take, and then you have to do install Kubernetes manually,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and then connectivity, networking,
Understand.
everything. This is manual.
Understand. Yeah, I know this. Got it.
Which one do you go? Managed, manual.
EKS.
You know that, right?
Managed.
They will take
Yeah.
care. They will take care. All the
Understand.
for them. There is a ready-made AMIs will be there. Just you have to click. That's it.
Got it.
Cool. So you have the clarity now. First, here is the flow. First few days we will build. Please, you know already. You have to tell me.
Yeah, we need to write a Docker file Docker image.
Sure.
Okay.
Certainly.
Build a Docker image.
Correct. WordPress something. Okay. Cool. So let me take our the weapon. Where is this guy? Git bash wala. CD desktop. ls cd code session sessions ls code ls. Yeah. Here I'll make a folder called containers. Code containers. Sorry. I created a folder. I'm opening that folder in the VS Code. Okay, here. So in this folder, let me create individual one. First is the static website folder. Okay, good. Help me here. What file? What file we need to write first file?
Docker file.
Docker file. Automatically will get like this logo. Yeah, please tell me.
So we're installing Nginx or Apache.
This is for, let me put a comment. This is for Apache with static website.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then from
HTTPD.
Apache to or HTTP.
You say HTTPD, automatically it will pull the image from Docker up.
Hmm.
Automatic, it is there, right? That image is there in the Docker app. What tag it will pull? What tag it will pull?
Latest.
Latest. Next. HTTP is
Run.
the Apache. No need to install. Already you are pulling already installed one. Next.
Run install httpd -y.
Why we are doing it?
APK we need to use.
Yeah, we need to start only. It is already installed.
No, when you say from HTTP, right? What is that meaning?
It is
Already
there.
installed.
Right. Sorry.
You don't need to install anything. And one more.
We need to download
Systemctl start HTTP.
Yeah, Josna, no need to start also. Already
Okay.
this CMD entry point will come here automatically.
Then we have to create
Okay.
a .index file.
Yes. Now,
Index.html. Yeah, wget.
say that for now, work directory, I will do all these operations in which folder?
Temp.
What is this man? View road wrap. Code wrap.
It's there.
Now, where it will download? What is the file name? It will download this name. In which folder it will download now?
/temp.
You told already, right? It will download here.
we can put undone and we can unzip.
Yeah. Here also exactly. Unzip. Why we are doing undone?
Because to slim the document.
Exactly, yes. To slim the Docker images.
And even we can undone and we can remove the clean. First we can clean or we can remove the
No, clean, because clean when we use, if you install install apt-get only, you are not
Understand.
installed anything. Just this file only you are tempering it. That's correct.
Yeah.
Next. You think you will get one folder, you think you will get a folder called Oxer blah blah something. Okay. Next.
Then we can even we can move right. We can move the file to
Yeah, tell me.
undone, move OXR. I don't know what the maybe star HTML.
That's where put like star also. We don't know, right? Exactly. We
Right.
don't know what the structure, what they did. Usually we ask developer only, what is that folder structure, something. Yeah. For now, just I'm making it. Or what you can do, if you want to test, you can download in your local. You can see here also. Let me download. What man? Yeah. One. Okay, let it be. I'll take one folder. Next, tell me now. Complete this sentence. So
/var.
So
We
when
have to keep
when you're doing right, to make neat right, this one put like this. When you're running bigger command, na, put like this slash next and next here also one slash. This makes neat. The code will make neat. If someone want to readability, it will be very easy. You can put like this also. When you're doing next command, right, put a slash and text. Yeah. Slash is like it will make a one line only, but multiple lines something. This is neatly you can read. Next, yeah. This if you
/var /ww
www slash
/HTML.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Now
it.
we can.
Let's put a one file. Reading. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, we have to expose right this.
Automatically that those steps are here.
Okay, understand. Then we can
Yeah. If
CMD.
you can put another problem. You can put another problem. CMD also no need to put it.
No need. Okay.
They did everything here only. This is it.
Understand.
Yeah. Now, what is the command to build image?
Docker build.
This is the command. Docker
Build -t.
-t. I'll give this as this naming convention. Static website
version
something space dot.
dot.
Next, you build the image. Next, you
We
need
have to push the
right?
image. Push image.
Before that pushing, you need to authenticate.
Authentic.
That I'll give. It's up to the registry, what registry we are using. Next, pushing image.
Push image :
This name you have to give it.
right.
This yes. This is the static website. Let me keep it here. One. Where is this rename? Yeah. Let's keep it here. One. Okay. This is the one. Copy. Don't do anything. Don't get something copy paste. It is going inside. I don't want to do here.
Yeah, this is little difficult. It's going inside. Now
Website too. Okay. Now, sometimes right, developer what they'll do, they'll give the code directly. Here you are downloading from internet, right? Directly. They'll give the code here. How it is? Let me tell you example. Downloads folder. Oxer. There is already Oxer. Is copy. Paste. Bear with me, just 2 minutes only. Code, containers, website. Paste. Start now. Okay. Yeah. Let's delete this one, the directory. Let's go inside the folder. Bring this code. Don't keep inside the code. Keep in the top level folder. Paste. Let's delete that one. Yeah. Now go back to the code. Yeah. This is a version 1 you downloading from internet. Now here you will get like this also. Developer will give like this. Majority times they'll give like this. Save this file. Save this file. Now they'll ask you. Developer will give like this code. They are asking you to make it this into Dockerization. This is the folder. What you need to do now?
You have to create a Docker file.
That is the exactly first one. In this, don't create inside the code. Create here. Top level folder here. Docker file, yes.
Yeah, again, same from HTTPD.
Very important, yes. Since we worked with Apache, right? Who gave these files to you?
Developer,
You could have tested in his local, right?
right?
You could have used either Apache or Nginx or some other software, right?
Yes.
So same, we should ask him, which server, this is not your job to decide. Very important. So if I say from, you should ask the developer, hey, what base image I need to use? What base image did you test in your local? Did you test in your local? Please don't take the code from directly. You don't take it code. He has to test in his local. It has to work in the local. Then you take the code. That is the thumb rule in the Docker. If you take this code, if you make somewhere right, it will not work there. Thumb rule in the Docker is it has to work in the local first. Then I'll take the code. Otherwise, it will be like trouble on you. It is more burden on you. What he'll say, it is working in my local. It is not working there. They'll come with this. I have seen these pain points. So what is the thing is, you ask him, what is the software did you use in your local? Maybe they'll be using like this also. If you use the other one, right, it may be trouble, no? That's what. So the decision will come from developer. What is the base image also? HTTPD. Next. You have to tell me now.
Yeah. So work directory /opt.
OPT. Okay.
Then run.
We need to copy those files.
Yeah. First, I think we have to copy this folder to here. Copy dot ox-html. Dot is required, right? I think.
No, it will copy to OPT folder in that case.
Okay.
We want to copy to /var/.
Yeah, slash.
var/www/html.
That's it. This is not required, right?
Yeah, it's not. If you are doing.
That's it. You don't need to do anything. No need to start
I understand.
because
Yeah,
already they have configured everything here. So if they give directly, we will be doing like this. Otherwise, you will be downloading like this also from internet also something. Inceptive. So now you have the clarity, right? What to be done further? Same.
Right.
This is happening here. You should have a good one to read if someone reading this code. Readme.md file. Readme.md is self-instruction. Someone is reading this code and all. That is the one. That's it.
So if it is from repository, we have to clone it, right?
Sorry.
No, if it is from GitHub or anything, we have to clone.
The code, whatever the code, right? You mean this is
right?
Yes. That we will come. That's
no, yeah, understand. No, normally, yeah.
Cool. So any thoughts you want to ask on it? Why we use Docker? Why we are using EKS? And then the Docker file instructions, slimming image, security. Any thoughts on this topic? Let me save this one before.
One doubt. What are the disadvantages of running using root user, like by mistake if someone executed?
Yeah. Disadvantage is not a problem. Like what happens now? Their thought was the tools thought was because Docker is still like black box for many people, right? Something still how the tool been built and all. If any hacker comes, he will get the root privilege inside the container. If he is a root user, he can do anything, right? So if you run a process, if any hacker comes as a with the root user, what I mean was if you run any process with root user, the hackers may come with this. They'll get the gaining of this process. They'll come as an application. They'll come to Apache. From their Apache, they'll come to root user. There are some bugs still in the Docker technologies and all. They're fixing it. Something I can say. Yeah. So it's all like you are giving higher privileges for that process. That is the one. Yeah, you can say.
Okay. Security.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Security, yes, true. That is a security practice. Yeah. Let's pass it for today here. I thought that when I started, this will work. For this, I need to solve. I'm sure everyone will get this error. I'll give you one documentation because multiple restart and all required. With the Docker desktop, you will get it. I'll follow some steps for this and then I'll share it. Some laptops, they'll enable by default this one. I'll see. Yeah. Good. Can you guys help me with the review? What did you learn today?
Yeah, we have learned how to write a Docker file.
Docker commands we learned.
Purpose of Docker versus Kubernetes here. Docker commands.
Docker flow, which is like creating file, building the
Flow. Build.
Yeah.
Push. Then the
About registry. So like Docker Hub or ECR.
yeah, Docker. Yeah, Docker registry. Yeah. Flow.
And authenticate.
Yeah, obviously. This is very important. Authentication. Very important.
We have learned what are the tools we use.
Writing a Docker file. And then very important one. Multi-stage. Slimming. Security practice one. Yeah, seen it.
And end-to-end flow we saw in diagram, flow diagram.
Yeah. Architecture diagram. Yes. Deployment. So let's pass it today. Possible I'll take this weekend also. I'm just giving an heads up. We'll take this weekend also. Hello guys. Thank you.